Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first TI9 team preview by Dota Alchemy. We're going to be going over each team that is attending this year's International and just breaking down their year and talking about how they have gotten to this point where they are playing for the largest prize pool in esports history. Starting off, we are going to be talking about Team Secret, and they come into the tournament as the heavy favorite to win it all because Team Secret has had one heck of a season so far, with a second place at the Kuala Lumpur Major to start it off, winning the Chongqing Major, placing fourth at Dream League, winning the MDL Major, and really their only lackluster DPC appearance was at Epicenter, where, if we're being perfectly honest, the motivation to innovate and really play all of their cards to win the whole thing was not really there, since they had already locked up their spot at TI long before the tournament even began. And that's just the Dota Pro circuit that we're talking about, because Team Secret also won 3 out of the 4 ESL 1 events this season, and the only one they didn't place in, they didn't even attend. It's been a very lucrative and successful campaign for Team Secret this season, and I'm sure that Captain Puppy is feeling very confident heading into TI9, and this roster is just absolutely chock full of talent from all over the world, and it feels like they are also a cohesive bunch in addition to being a very skilled one. Team Secret is certainly no stranger to success, but when it comes to results at the big one, the International, they've always fallen somewhat short of what the brand's expectations must be. And those expectations are certainly very high when you're being captained by the winner of the very first International, who has been on a quest to add a second title to his resume ever since. It will be interesting to see how this group deals with the pressure of being favorites at the International, a feat that some of the members have had to deal with before. You may remember the infamous sunglasses entrance that Team Secret made back at TI5 when they entered the tournament as a clear favorite to take it down, hot off of a bunch of tournament wins in a row, but ultimately falling flat in the main event and going out in 7th, 8th place to Virtus Pro. And it is this experience that I think makes Team Secret an even greater threat to win this year's International, because certainly Zai and Puppy have learned from the past. They understand what it means to be the favorite at TI. And I would be very surprised to see overconfidence become the Achilles heel of this Team Secret roster. I think Team Secret is also well equipped to deal with the other pitfall of coming into the tournament as the clear favorite, which is that the other teams will be studying their footage. They'll be studying what Team Secret has been doing all year long and trying to pick apart how to beat them. However, Team Secret has a sort of secret ingredient, and excuse the pun, but they have an almost chameleon-like nature with how they draft and how they play and how they adapt to certain situations. No other squad has shown the comparable ability to seamlessly shift between strategies even mid-game based on the flow of the momentum. And the massive hero pools of Zai, Minwon, and Puppy allow for Team Secret to continually innovate throughout a tournament, getting increasingly creative with their draft as the tournament progresses. Team Secret has looked like they have been ahead of the meta and setting the trends for most of the season, and it also appears that their players are thoroughly encouraged to experiment, striving for the maximum potential of each hero that they play, and also looking to innovate and look for new creative ways of playing other heroes in different roles. Previous iterations of Team Secret have been known for beating themselves at the main event, and Puppy has often been criticized throughout his career as a stubborn drafter, regularly giving teams their best heroes over and over and over, and just attempting to beat them at their own game. This season, however, it feels as though all the other teams are playing Team Secret's game because they are so far ahead of the meta and they have such a wide variety of drafts that it's nearly impossible to draft and ban against them. This kind of drafting advantage has allowed Team Secret to routinely set up conditions where Nisha, their youngest and most inexperienced player, can thrive in nearly every single game. And that is definitely going to be very important as the TI pressure will be immense. And yet the kid, and he certainly is still a kid, has often looked like the coolest and most collected member of the entire team under pressure. Ultimately, though, the success or failure of Team Secret at TI will likely come down to their ability to pull off these creative strategies, and so it's kind of fun to look at their pub history over the last couple of weeks to see what the players might be innovating with. And right off the bat, we can see that Yapzor has been playing some support Invoker, Mid1 has been playing mid Pudge and mid Io. Zai has been playing offlane Io, Chaos Knight, Bloodseeker, and Puppy has even been dabbling in some Techies games recently. So it will certainly be interesting to see which wildcard Team Secret will pull out of their sleeve when at this year's International. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in another video very soon.